Hello? Hello? Hi? Hello, 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 hello. I need to move this wheel. It's like on me. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hello and Raiders, by the way, on Twitch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was like, what'd you call it? Oh yeah, let me just hide the wheel for now. No wheel. No wheel during class. I'm so sorry, Raiders. There was like ads when you came and I was running around getting ready like a professional. Yeah. No ponytail. Do you not like the short hair this morning? Like, no? We're not a fan? Or like but wait, did we do a shout out for the Raiders? Yeah. And Nadia, arigato for the raid. If you Raiders are still here. Completely understandable if you're not, because if you get hit with ads, you know what? I can understand. But if you did by any chance stay, my name is EliExplains. I'm a British VTuber / goose, and today I'm doing a class on Boobies, Tits, and other birds. Yay! Would you rather I be bold? Hold up. You missed the buns? Oh, no. Ponytail is life. Ponytail is more accurate. The reason for ponytail is because I love ponytail. Ponytail is like what I've always wanted. And yeah. I wear a ponytail like every day. I literally live my life in a ponytail, so I figured might as well just have a ponytail. The problem with ponytails, actually let me show you. So the problem with ponytails is one, it gets in the way. You don't need to see the class, the screen. No, don't look at the board. Look at my ponytail. And then the other thing about ponytails, the other important thing. Let me put my glasses away for a sec. The other important thing about ponytails is they're very difficult to rig. Like, surprisingly, getting a good ponytail that's rigged is like movement is actually quite difficult. Yeah, it was actually the hardest part of this model to, well, I was told it was the hardest part of the model to rig is the hair. Particularly my ponytail, because it goes in a lot of different directions. But yeah, as you can see, it's wait, actually you'd probably see it easier if there. You can see how much hair there is. Like, it's actually kind of wild how well the hair flows. So yeah. No, IRL, I mean ponytail as well. IRL, I love my ponytail. I love my ponytail IRL. But no, this is definitely the most difficult part. And it's also why you don't typically see a lot of ponytails. You don't see a lot of ponytails normally for VTubers because they are difficult. Necrotic arigato for the raid, welcome on in. It's extremely fun to draw, it is. It is, I love drawing ponytails. But yeah, you want to make sure that it has a good movement to it, if otherwise you basically the main thing I said when I was getting this ponytail was the main thing, and in the discussion of like getting like the physics of it, I was like, I'm happy as long as it like flows naturally, because I just don't want it to look like you know when someone like pins the tail on the donkey and it just like is there. Like, I want to make sure it has like life to it, you know? So I hope that comes through. Yeah. First time seeing you, honestly seems like you vibe in that. I love birds. I love birds. Guys, I was having so much fun last night looking up birds. I was really getting into it. There's like a certain feeling you get when you're just like looking it up and you're like, wait, this is kind of fun. There's actually some cool facts. I'm actually kind of excited. Actually kind of excited to tell you guys about birds. Oh my gosh, the next one should be on bees. The birds and the bees. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But yeah, as you can see, my big heckin' ponytail blocks the screen. So let's get rid of that for now. And then, oh, I wonder if it's better if I don't have this on. And then we just have this. Does this look as... I still don't look like a sensei, but you know, whatever. Whatever. I don't need to be the most professional teacher. It's just one that came from straight out of bed. But yeah, I hope this is okay. And yeah. Pave the dream. Arigato for the 100 biddies. Thank you. What's this saying? I move my screens a little bit. Is there a chance we're going to talk about the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? We're not actually talking about swallows today, but they are wonderful birds. They are. They are. I feel like we could talk about swallows. We could talk about swifts and yeah, they're birds. Basically, my area of birds is mostly orientated around British birds. So it was really fun learning about boobies because boobies aren't British. So yeah, it's quite interesting. While tits are you get a lot of tits in Britain. So yeah, I don't know. I did not look up. Is it swallows? Honestly. I am down to take suggestions for which birds you would like me to cover in future. If there's any in particular that you really like. We're talking like cassowaries. I think, what other birds? I put some at the end of this, I think. Honestly, I was going delulu by the end of making this. Penguins, yeah. And toucans and kiwis and dodos. Wait, is that a Monty Python? It's a Monty Python. You guys are hitting me with Monty Python references, you heckin' punks. We need to do a Monty Python watch along. You can have extinct birds. Extinct birds are actually fascinating. In fact, just the general evolution of birds is fascinating because, like, compared to like a lot of other species, birds have a very unique story, especially if you look at like modern day birds, because like you look at their feet. And they look like dinosaurs. Like, you know? They look like dinosaurs. They straight up look like dinosaurs. Especially the ground birds. Oh my gosh. Ground birds are basically dinosaurs. We have dinosaurs. They're basically there. Yeah, dinosaurs. Yeah. Peregrine falcon. You love the peregrine falcon? Well, have I got news for you. I used to do falconry and we had a peregrine falcon that I used to look after. Yeah. They're wonderful birds. They're really cute. They're super cute. Although I'm having flashbacks right now to trying to weigh the birds and them hecking zooming all around while I accidentally been like, oh no. Or no, I accidentally let go. And then they're zooming around the room while I'm like, no, please get back onto the scales. I need to weigh you. Your mom calls your emu. What do you mean your emu? You have an emu? Just casually? Oh, this is just my emu. That's wild. That's awesome. The common blackbirds are your favorites, honestly. Blackbirds are probably one I've had a lot of closeness to in terms of like, I used to have cats growing up and oh my gosh, yeah, no, there was a blackbird that I had to try and look after because that was actually the one bird that my cat caught and actually injured. Most of the time, my cats caught birds, or my cat, one of them, the other one caught leaves. But one would catch little sparrows and stuff and bring them in, but like knocked out, just not injured, so I could just pop them back outside. But this one time it brought in it was still fighting with a blackbird outside, like a baby blackbird, baby blackbird, and I had to like figure out what to do with it, because it was like heckin', it was heckin' borked, like the wing was borked, and I was like, so then I had like a shoebox, and I was like, I'll put you in the shoebox, and then I'll try and call up some place. I gave it some bread or something, I don't know. Honestly, it used the bread as a bed, and I was just like, it can stay there until I find somewhere that will take it and help it rehabilitate back. Even though it was just a little blackbird, I did manage to find somewhere. But yeah, they want more worms and seeds. Honestly, I was a kid. This is the same kid that managed to catch a ladybird that I thought was really cool, and brought it inside in an airtight box, and then gave it a plastic leaf, and then wondered why it died. So like the intention was there as a kid to look after it, but the wisdom not so much. I still felt awful. I felt awful for that. If free, arigato, happy 25 months. Thank you. And Kumasi, arigato for the 9 months at tier 1. Thank you. What's up, Ellie? What's up, chat? You know what's up? Birds. Thor, you're in time for bird class. Perfect, because you're a bird as well. Hope this class has blue-footed booby. It does. Don't worry. But not just blue-footed booby. Many boobies. It's very booby orientated. Very booby orientated. Yeah. Is it true bread is bad for ducks? Yes, but there's obviously some exaggerations that I've heard out there. You know, like, what you call it? Some people will be like, if you feed them bread, they'll hecking insta-die. And it's like, they won't insta-die. It's more like just very fattening. Yes. You're in time. It's not anatomy. We're not doing any booby anatomy now. But it is ornithology, indeed. When a duck eats bread, it immediately explodes. What's the other one? If it eats rice, it instantly explodes. Why are there so many rumors about birds instantly exploding? Like, it's like, I would say bread is unhealthy for ducks in the same way that bananas are bad for monkeys, okay? Like, you shouldn't feed apes or monkeys or primates in general bananas, because once upon a time it was okay to feed them bananas. However, they do not instantly explode, but they're extremely fattening based on how humans selectively bred bananas to be more sweet. Most of our foods we ended up making very sweet. A lot of fruit, actually. We really sweetened up. Yeah, so humans are okay. In fact, we just really developed foods for our own taste. But generally, when I looked after some gibbons for a while, they were pretty much fed, what was it? Root vegetables, and avoided fruits and bananas and stuff. Yeah, funnily enough, they could have rice. Yeah. Don't blame them, you hate bananas. Uh-oh. Not our banana, our Lord and Savior banana. This banana. Oh no. Oh my gosh, ちょっと待って. Veggies and grains, yeah. I'm trying to think, who did I give? I remember I had to cut up a lot of fruit. Which animal was that for? Can't remember. I think it was some of the birds. It depended. I looked after a lot of different birds. I'm trying to. My memory fails me. I didn't look after bats, but I have experience with bats, not from the zoo though. I have experience with bats from studying them in terms of like going out at night and catching them and counting them and health checking them and monitoring them. But that's different. I didn't have to feed those. They had to eat off the land. Jay the Weave, arigato. Keep the pony on. Yeah, wait, is this another reference? Oh gosh. Yeah. Flash, arigato. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie? Don't. Are these more references, you pugs? Hold up. And Danteville, arigato. Happy 2 months. Thank you. Been a pleasure. Wait, are you guys just hitting me with more? Or is this the 2 months has been a pleasure? I don't know what's reference and what's not anymore. Oh gosh. I can just pronounce it bougie. Bourgeoisie. Bougie. The mourning dove is nostalgic for me. You know what bird's nostalgic for me that I hear a lot in England? The wood pigeon. The one that's like, cuckoo. Wait, no, that's is it that? I don't know. It kind of sounds like that. In a way. You know? Like, yeah. What's the local naturalist club? What is that? What kind of club is that? Oh dear, we could do one on pigeons. Pigeons, okay, so for pigeons, guys, when I look at pigeons, I find it a reflection of the area. Okay, if you're in a nice city where things are looked after nicely, you will have well looked after pigeons. If you're in a rough area, you'll have pigeons with kind of rough looking legs and rough looking wings and just kind of rough in general. That's what I've learned. I've learned pigeons can be very reflective of the kind of area that you're in. So when I see, what was it? I went to like a very nice city and the pigeons were like impeccable. That's not a pun. I just realized what I said. These pigeons were chunky, well-fed. The feet, there were no gammy feet anywhere. And actually a lot of them had little rings on their feet, and they were actually like, you know, potentially domestic pigeons. Just a lot of these around this nice city, and I was like, what a nice city. And then I think about the pigeons from where I'm from, like the city I'm from, and honestly, I think the majority of them were missing like all of their toes, or broken toes, or gammy toes, or freaking diseased. And I was like, yeah, that's how one. If I don't know how accurate it is. How I think it would be a very interesting study, to do, of like whether. Honestly, it would actually work as a really good study, like looking at the correlation between pigeon health and probably like, what measure would it be? Not city, like city wealth, not city wealth per se, because some wealthy cities are kind of rough area, like the roughness of it. I'm sure there could be a way of like really looking into that. Oh, crime. Yes. Yo, pigeon health and crime. Or sanitation. Like, yeah. I think it'd be good. Oh yeah, you also get a lot of well, in England, you get a lot of seagulls in the city, even if there's no beach. They just straight up are like, if there's trash, there's a gull. Like, yeah. Ooh. ちょっと待って。Yun, arigato, class idea. Breast, thighs, and other meat cuts. Honestly, if I knew more about meat cuts, I would actually be so down. The problem is, my family never really let me do much of the butchering of anything. Like, so I'm not very familiar, but it would be really good. It would be good for cooking. I think the basic one is if you're cooking any sort of like curry-like dish, you should typically go more towards thighs. Thighs will take in the flavor a lot more than breasts. Okay? Yeah. Is it normal for ravens and crows to be in the cities? Honestly, I think like looking at like Corvidae in general would be really cool, because like there's so many different ones that would be awesome to look into in more detail. Like yeah. It really, it depends on the area. Some places, oh my gosh, like I think you guys remember hearing when I was in Japan, the crow heckin' raven punk that used to appear on my balcony. It was massive. It was heckin' giant. I looked at it and I was like, why is it so big? Like, why is it so big? Do people have their own chickens in the UK? They do. It's quite common. Well, from where I'm from, a lot of people have chickens, but I don't know about other places. I can only go off my own personal experience, but yeah. The problem with looking after chickens or having chickens is the foxes. The foxes can fit through the tiniest gap. So I know people that would have chickens and have a full security system. We're talking like night vision monitoring and everything for their chickens. So yeah. What's the opinion on the cutest bird? You guys, my silly gooses. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if we do one on Corvidae, it'd be really cool to look at all the videos and stuff. Honestly, it would work really well. Geese are terrors. I can't even correct you. I can't even correct you. Oh yeah, so yeah, back to the chickens. I know someone that looked after chickens, and they had this issue where like a fox actually worked its way into their chicken area via a rat hole, which is actually surprised like tiny, but foxes are deceptively small. Like they're just fluffy. And what's interesting is the video I was shown, because they had the CCTV footage, like the night footage of it. And the fox works its way in to the chicken coop, and all of the chickens run, except for this one chicken that's just there and just, I don't know if it just gave up. It just like stayed still. It just stayed there. It was like, yeah, no. Well, we're heckin' cooked. Dead. This is my life now in front of it to be food for the fox. And it successfully confused the fox. Like, the fox was just like, what? You're just gonna, oh, you're just gonna accept, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then the fox got so confused it didn't actually kill anything. It just straight up left. The fox was just like, yeah, no, this one wants. I ain't giving it what it wants. Like, yeah. World's largest nerd, arigato, happy 18 months, thank you. As part of the class, it might be fun to look at Auburn University's War Eagle flights before games. That sounds really cool. I'm gonna look that up after stream. I need to learn more about that. That sounds interesting. I'm fascinated by that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what your magic words mean, but I had the word eagles in it. Yeah. And also Chris Shorten, arigato, happy 9 months. Thank you. Lady Elia. Me, a lady. Hi. You're a lovely soul. I'm excited to learn about the silly birds tonight. I hope you are. I've been working on this. I was working on this PowerPoint for you all. Where's my... Yeah. I've been working on this. Today's class will mostly focus on boobies. And yeah, basically in terms of time, we have not restricted per se, but you don't want a class that goes on for too long, right? And also I have a Nintendo Switch 2 that I need to hopefully pick up. That's an acceptable reason for a sensei to not have an extremely long class, right? Like, Yeah, I need to get I need to get the Switch 2 sorted. Yeah. Are boobies an actual bird? They are. Don't worry, we're gonna go into that in thorough detail. Yeah. You're gonna come out of this class with so much booby knowledge, okay? Like, you're gonna know so much about boobies, like genuinely. Like, prepare for your brain to get boobified. Hi. And Able Nation, arigato. Happy 7 months, thank you. Hui, Elia, hui. It's like 3 a.m. and just woke up and I saw the title and was like, eh? Were you excited? Were you like, oh my gosh, I love boobies. I love boobies. They're such wonderful birds. They're so interesting. It does include why they're called boobies. Hi. The Switch 2 is real. It is. I got like, I got baited yesterday. I got sent like a picture from the delivery company, being like, we're sending this to you. And I was like, ooh, isn't it? Okay, so it should be ready. It should be there to pick up. Like, yeah. So I got a picture of it to be like proof that it's been posted and it's there and it's on its way. So I'm excited, very excited. Also, Jay the Weeb, arigato. I knew Mike Tyson's pigeon guy and show pigeons or something else. Wait, what? There's show pigeons? That's interesting. Honestly, pigeons, one thing we could also talk about with pigeons is like how they were domesticated. Like it was like a form of, I think it's such a cool form of like, communication. The show pigeons are adorable. I need to look into that. Oh, speaking of show animals, fun fact, in Harry Potter, Hedwig is multiple owls. There's quite a few Hedwig actors out there. Yes. Hi. I'm sorry. So if you got attached to Hedwig, it was actually just a bunch of Hedwigs. I think there were like at least 3. Yeah. I don't remember why they kept getting new, like swapping Hedwigs. They it's not that they like passed away. Do I have any cool facts about blue jays? I do. Blue jays are quite large, and what they'll do is they'll hide their stuff over the winter and then kind of forget sometimes, but they'll try and find it. But it's very interesting for like bird watchers to see the blue jays come back out and like search for their stuff. That's when you know it's like the end of winter. But yeah, they're very interesting with how they hide their stuff. Sorry, it's not a very detailed fact. It's just off my own general knowledge of blue jays. But yeah. They're very, very wonderful birds. They're very happy. I get very happy to see them because it'll be like, oh, is it the end of winter? Like, is it the end? Here's my lesson intuition about boobies and tits. Tips or tits? No tips, only tits, guys. You aching punks. Yeah. Blue jays are sky squirrels. Yeah, a lot of birds are basically naked squirrels in a way, I guess. Yeah. Wait a sec, let me do this. Oh my gosh, there's too many cans on my desk. Let me move these over here. There we go. Arigato. I'd like to learn more about the well-fit bird on the screen. She's a real cutie and I love her voice and personality. She's so caring that even though she's a goose, she's got a great pair of tits. Fancy a Is this directed towards me? You're a teacher. Do I have to send you to the principal's office? Just kidding. We don't say principal. We say headmaster. Do I have to send you to the headmaster's office? Oh gosh, to detention with you. To detention. Arigato. Morning, sensei. Ready for class? Although it looks like it's going to be difficult to pay attention because you are really beautiful and elegant, yet sweet and sexy. My brain might struggle to pay attention to both your beauty and the lesson, but I'm ready for class. You're also going to the headmaster. Yeah. I'm trying to think what my school used. We had headmaster. I'm trying to think. We didn't say vice headmaster though. Or did we? Can't remember. Actually can't remember. But it was definitely Headmaster. Yeah. Or Headmistress. Deputy. Was it deputy? Deputy Head! Thank you! That was it! That was it! I was like, I swear the word what master wasn't used. It's because they dropped the word master. It was Deputy Head. So you had the Headmaster and the Deputy Head. Yes. Yes. That was it. Thank you. That was bothering me. I could not remember. It was the Deputy Head that she used to always get mad at me. She used to always tell me off, okay? She'd always be like, Elliot. No, she'd be like, Elliot, you need to unroll your skirt and make it longer. And I'd be like, it's not rolled up, miss. It's the length of the skirt because I need one that fits me round the waist. Pain. What's that? Anime 1v1 arigato. Teach, are we going to learn about bird dance luring ritual lessons? Because you're definitely luring me with your gorgeous eyes of yours, and I'm indeed willing to dance for you. Perfect place for our first date, honey. Do you want me to dance? I would love to do a class on mating, guys. A class on mating of birds and just like really fascinating mating rituals, because honestly, I don't know how many documentaries you guys have watched, but oh my god, mating rituals are actually fascinating. They're genuinely fascinating. Like, on like how ostriches do their dance, well, mostly a lot of birds and their dances, but yeah. Can birds interbreed? We can discuss a little birds interbreeding discussion in this one. Nature gets real creative, yes. We can talk about penguins and how they court, like just courtship in general. Is that a practical class? Honestly, I think it would be awesome if I had it in 3D and I acted out I could attempt to learn the dances and act them out for you. I think that would be absolutely incredible. I'm like, guys, we're gonna try and learn how to do an ostrich mating dance, and then I just attempt to like heckin' wiggle. Oh my gosh, or like the bird that like creates like the like sort of like an umbrella shape with their arms, like a sort of circular shape. I could do that as well. I'm so down. Yeah, like a karaoke and not karaoke, a charades. I mean charades. Yes. Mating dance charades. Oh my gosh. Yes. It could be like an end of class heckin' test. You go up at 3 times speed and you can understand every word. Perfect. That is exactly what I want from my streams. Like, the main thing is for them to be understood, okay? Yeah. Wolf Sage, arigato. How many times are you gonna say, are we going to learn the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I'm going to put that as a pinned message. I'm going to put that as a pinned message so you guys don't have to worry. Are we going to learn the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? And that'll be our pinned message for today, okay? I hope you're happy now. You guys sent enough... you guys sent enough supers with this that it became pinned. There we go. Oh gosh, no! I pinned the wrong one! I'm so sorry! I hate it! There we go. You accidentally got pinned by the teacher. My sincerest apologies. Please don't report me to the board. Oh dear. Oh gosh. And anyone want arigato? I didn't typo, just to send another Shirley. Punks. No bribery for the teacher, okay? Okay, so let us have a look at our class on boobies, tits, and other birds. Wait. What the? I can go to the next slide. Nanderayo. Wait, where's the heck is my... Oh. There we go. There we go. Today's focus. Okay, so we're going to focus on a few things today. We're going to look at what are boobies. And we're going to mostly focus on different kinds of boobies. So the first two things are what we're mostly going to look at. We have what are tits, how to catch tits, and other bird things. But honestly, based on the time, we may be splitting this class into part 1 and part 2. Okay? But so today's focus is mostly boobies. Okay? I hope that's okay. I hope you're alright. I know there might be some people that would rather that I turned up here for tits, but for those of you that turned up here for tits, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have boobies today. Yes. Maybe we could do a little test. Why catch tits, not boobies? Because I've only caught tits before. I've never actually caught a boobie. But I have experience catching tits. So I'm going off my own personal experience of how I've caught tits in the past. As opposed to, again, tits are British and small, while boobies are big and not really in England. Honestly, boobies are kind of goose-sized, so yeah, boobies. If the general size of most boobies are about the size of a goose to picture, and the size of a tit is like literally like they could fit into the palm of your hand. Like, yeah. So, thank God I have headphones. What do you mean? If you didn't have headphones, anybody that's hearing this now, surely their ears would perk up and be like, oh my gosh, they're learning about birds. They're learning about birds. I wish I was learning about birds. This is not what you came for? You didn't come here for boobies? What the heck? What do you mean? Tits, yes, I do go over that later on in the class about tits in America, and that America just seem to heckin' don't want to call them tits, but yeah. So let's dive right into it. So, what are boobies? What are they? They're birds. It's actually a genus of seabirds, okay? They're called sula. Sula is the genus, not all of them, but we'll go into that. Okay, and they're related to gannets. I believe they branched off from gannets. So as you can see, I put 2 boobies on the screen for you right there. Please don't Twitch, don't ban me. Just because there's boobies on my screen, please don't ban me. But look, there's 2 right there, just for you guys. I know you guys wanted some booby pics, so I prepared some booby pictures just for you. Don't worry, there's a lot more booby pictures to come. So yeah, as I mentioned, boobies are not British. They are found mostly in tropical and subtropical regions, okay? A lot of them are cliffside birds because obviously seabirds have to be by the cliff. And they get their name from the Spanish word bobo, I think, if anyone Spanish can confirm, which means fool, because as birds, they are clumsy and charismatic. And by so when you hear that a bird is charismatic, it just means they're not very afraid of humans. So like, I think puffins are quite charismatic birds. Like when you hear charismatic, yeah, it means they're just very friendly. They're not afraid of humans. And what actually happened with a lot of boobies was they would actually land directly onto like sea ships and get eaten quite a lot. So you think I'm a charismatic bird? Yo. Why are their feet and beak blue? I will go into details because there's actually quite a few different kinds of boobies. And a fun fact, a really fun fact about boobies, all boobies swallow their food before flying. Okay? It's an interesting thing about them that boobies in particular do. Not all seabirds do this, but boobies will, yeah, swallow their food before flying. So they will mostly eat obviously from the sea because they're seabirds, but yeah. You've walked into boobies, that's what you've done. You wonder what you've walked into boobies. It's yeah. But we're gonna be going over I think I have 7 boobies for you guys today. So Yeah, I think, is it 7? Wait, let me double check. I'm pretty certain it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 7. Technically there's 8 kind of boobies, but the 8th one, I don't want to go too much. Like, it's more like even one of them was kind of a push to include. Technically, there's like 6, but the 7th one is like recently branched off, and the 8th one is a very similar case where they're very similar species. Jack, arigato. Late text, you're the best VTuber ever. No! No, I'm not the best. I can just give you the best. I can give you the best, and I can give you 7 boobies to discuss. Yeah. You heard dodos were so dumb people could walk right up to them and club them. Honestly, you could probably do the same with boobies, but they can fly. When will we talk about owls? We can do one on owls. I've looked after owls before, so I do quite like owls. But it's not about owls today, it's about boobies. Yeah. And if you could see my hand, I was slamming an imaginary whiteboard. Silver, arigato for the 100 biddies, thank you. Tax for the tax queen. Wait a second. What tax queen? Are the 7 and 8 not the pseudo one? No. One of them is we'll go for it. Let's first talk about the most iconic booby, the most well-known, the one that comes into people's minds when you hear the word boobies. What do you think of? Okay. The answer is the blue-footed booby. If I mention boobies to somebody and you think for the blue-footed. These are your most famous ones. These are the booby, the famous booby, the one that everyone assumes is the only booby, that all the other boobies get forgotten because of how popular this booby is. Okay? And it's known because it's... Actually, the name is actually very accurate. I actually love when they have accurate names, okay? It's called blue-footed because guess what? It's got blue feet. And the blue feet comes from its diet, okay? Yeah, wait, I think I wrote down the... So they feed on species like sardines and anchovies, okay? So sardines and anchovies and fish in general. And then it's, yeah, from that they get this blue color from what they eat. And basically, it also means that there's a correlation between what they eat and how bright their feet are, okay? So the brighter the blue, the healthier the bird, because it means they're eating more, you know? And therefore, brighter feet, healthier, more youthful, more fertile, higher competence, aka you want to breed with them. You want to breed with them. It's one of the very important things taken into consideration for breeding, okay? The bluer the booby, the better. So, I have got a video for you guys. We're gonna watch a video of the dance of the blue-footed booby, if this works. Okay, no. Oh wait, no, first off, I forgot. This is their sad AF nest. I don't know why, I just found this amusing. Like, look at that. You want to call that a nest? You want to call this a bird nest? You heckin' punk. Like, no, it's so sad. It's just like on the floor. It's not even got anything on it. It's just like, I lay my eggs. What's really interesting is the differences between the nests of the species of boobies, okay? It's not even it's barely a hole, honestly. So yeah, I find the nest fascinating. Just, this is their dirt nest. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear it. If you can. It's not, you don't need to hear it. Wait. Ah! No! Wait. I think I forgot to give you guys sound. I want you guys to hear the boobies. I want you guys to hear it in your heart and in your soul. Let me do this. Let me do this. Apologies for the scuff. Is it really you can hear a helicopter. Same. This helicopter's been helicoptering like since yesterday, and I'm like, is this a police copter and copter? A police helicopter? Like, okay. Let me adjust the sound. Apologies for the scuff. Okay. There we go. Now you guys can hear it. Here they are. It's mating time! Look at those feet. Look at the nest! Oh. Yeah! I got this from YouTube. All the credits are on the screen. Hi! But yeah. Yeah! I thought that was cute. I just wanted to show you guys because I thought it was cute. Isn't that truly an impressive thing for... Did you guys feel rizzed? He was gonna try a mating dance but got cold feet? Hold up. Yeah. The little feet taps I think are adorable. You weren't impressed by the feet taps? No, it's okay. Maybe the red-footed booby could entice you, because guess what? You have blue-footed and you get red-footed. There's a red-footed booby, which is actually very similar to the blue-footed booby. It's his like not so popular sibling, I guess. I don't know, or cousin, or whatever the term is. You know, it's the forgotten one, because when you think boobies, you think blue-footed. Why not red-footed? Red-footed have just bright feet as well, but yeah. And what's interesting about the red-footed one is the red-footed one also has coloration of the feet based on its diet, and its diet is slightly different from the blue-footed booby. So let's see, where is it? So, red-footed boobies also feed on fish, but they focus more on squid and other small marine creatures, as opposed to, as I said, the blue-footed one has like sardines and anchovies. The red-footed one has like squids and others. So there's a difference in their diet. And then I'm pretty certain it's like these reddish, was it carotenoids? I don't know how to pronounce it. The red-footed ones look like they got away with murder. No, it's not. That's not it. No. The red-footed ones are, I think they're the smallest of the boobies. And they just been heckin' down in red 40. Oh my gosh. No. Let's see. And then so there's a picture of the red-footed right here. But they come in a lot of different colors, which is a bit confusing. But that's why it focuses more on like the red feet, because you can get ones that are white with some black on them. You can get ones that are brown, like, and then what you'll find is like, it's not like per colony, like a single colony will have quite a mix of these like color morphs. So they're very, very varied for what they are, but you can still see their distinctive blue feet. No, blue feet. Oh my God. Oh no. Blue beak and red feet. Yeah, I know there's so many boobies on the screen. It just keeps escalating. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's just so many on the screen. Yeah, and then the difference as well is with the nesting of these birds. I don't know if I included it. I did not, because I'm stupid. This one actually nests in trees. So unlike the sad nest we saw earlier, this one actually has a proper nest in a tree, like a real bird. They have real nests. So that is also interesting. Like, are your feet? Are you guys eating enough? Are your feet brightly colored? Yeah. What do you mean? Which one I'm pointing at? I don't need to point at any. These are red-footed. Both of these are red-footed. This is red-footed, red-footed, red-footed. These are all the same bird. All the same kind of booby. Yeah. Also, quartz, arigato. Bird, you live like this. This one lives lovely. This one can pay rent. You're right. This one actually has a home. So, that's the red-footed. That's our red-footed booby. And then guess what? You have the brown booby. These ones, okay, have a pretty decent nest relative to the blue-footed booby, okay? Looks like this. Fancy. Chotomate. Oh my gosh. Boobies. Hi, Raiders. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Oimo Buster. Oh my gosh. Hi. Thank you so much for the raid. I love your work so much. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh my gosh. Sorry to absolutely overwhelm you guys with boobies when you appear. Enjoy your dinner. Oh my gosh. It's a boobalicious stream indeed. Oh my gosh, class is getting raided. Yes, imagine if classes had raids IRL. Hi everybody. My name is Elias. I'm a British VTuber / goose, and you've stumbled into a class on boobies, tits, and other birds, mostly focusing on boobies today. If you need to rest or eat or hydrate or anything of the sort, please do, okay? Taking care of yourself is more important than any booby out there, okay? I know you might have a desire to prioritize boobies, but your health comes first, okay? Your health comes first, and looking after yourself will come first. So, yes, it's okay if you have to. I know it's tempting. But I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. I'm sure you did. For those that don't know, Oimo Buster, you need to go check out. Okay, incredible art, absolutely wonderful. Yeah. And to catch you guys up on those that have just walked into class, boobies. I put the boobies on the screen. The boobies are on the screen. This is a booby right here. This is the brown booby. Actually, I wonder if I can go back. Here you go. These are the boobies we've covered so far. We've only covered 3 boobies. We've covered the blue-footed and the red-footed. And then a brown. Boobies are big. Okay, guys, boobies are big. That's a big booby. You're so right. Because boobies are geese size, okay? Like, you look at these pictures and you don't... It's kind of hard because there's no banana for scale. They are the size of geese. Like, they're very big. In fact, the brown one's actually pretty big, and they live for quite a long time. Okay, so like we're talking like you can have some really mature boobies. Like, for example, the brown booby here, this brown booby, the oldest recorded individual for a brown booby is 26 years old. So you don't have to worry about these boobies being minor boobies. These are mature. We can have some mature boobies here as well. Yeah. 26 is wild, right? For like a bird, that's a really long time. They get quite old. Yes. Remember, we're talking in booby talk. We're not talking in person talk. For anyone over the age of 26 that's crashing out. Yeah. So boobies, big. And this is the brown booby. The distribution area, I will, they're mostly like tropical and subtropical regions. So they like it hot-ish. You know, they don't really like the cold. Yeah. But this nest, okay, so I showed you a nest earlier. Let me go back. Wait. we have... So this was like the nest of the blue-footed booby. And then if we go forward, this is the nest of the brown-footed booby. Okay, so even though it's also on the ground, it's of the boobies, it builds like the nicest-ish nest. It uses like branches, human debris, other materials, and I couldn't find... So this one had me really confused because when I was researching it, it came up with like information. Wait, was it this one? I don't know if it was... No, wait, maybe it was the next one. One of them I saw claimed in one study that you could get these nests absolutely adorned with like all sorts, but I couldn't find one. This is like the fanciest nest I could find. So, yeah. It looks like it's wearing a mask. Oh boy, do I have the bird for you. Prepared for the masked booby. You thought that one was wearing a mask? This one's wearing a mask. I did not, I wasn't preparing for anyone to say that. It just worked out really hecking well. Yeah, this is the masked booby. The masked booby. The phantom thief. The booby that's covered. And honestly, sometimes boobies are better masked than covered. So, yeah. Oh wait, this is the one. This is the one. Okay, so apparently they're supposed to have cute nests in the ground adorned with small gifts from the male presented to the female, like sticks, pebbles, vegetation, and coral. But like, is this just not a very popular booby? Like, where are the gifts? Like, I'm confused. The boobies are there, but where's the booby gifts? Like, don't know. This is literally the tuxedo mask of the booby world because like all I'm seeing is my work here is done. And there's no gifts. Like, but you didn't do anything. And so one of the things I saw was apparently it was like recorded that a single nest, I guess of a much more popular booby than this one, had 988 pebbles / pieces of coral, 155 shell fragments, 10 bird bones, and a piece of wood. This one has a piece of wood, so at least some male gave it some wood, at least. But like compared to this one, this one's just, I don't know, this one's just not a popular booby. This one's just a forgotten booby, a sad, not so, it's like, where the heck is my gifts, yo? But at least it's got something. Yeah, so, wait, how did you know I was going to talk about cannibalism next? Wait a second. Yes, oh wait, because of bird bones. Okay. So, as you can see, there are two eggs here. Okay? So what the masked booby will do will be it will lay 2 chalky white eggs. Okay? The chicks are born featherless and then are soon covered in like white down. The second chick does not typically survive. The second chick gets killed by the older one, basically. It's whichever one hatches first kills the other one. Is basically what happens here with the two. Yeah. I don't know what kind of weird taking... Honestly, most stuff in the animal world is kind of cruel, especially birds. Talk about sibling rivalry. Booby on booby crime is real. Yeah, so this is your little brother. Snack, eat, enjoy. Nature is very cruel, and what's it called? What's the word? What's the word for like killing your siblings? Like, there's a certain term for it. I know there's like a term for like killing your babies, but I feel like there's definitely a term for like birds that... Battle of the Boobies. This isn't Keijo. That's it. Fratricide. Thank you. My little sister can't be this nutritious is wild. No. But yeah, this is unfortunate. This is the fate of these ones here. It is destined Honestly, it looks like a really awful anime at this point. We have our masked protagonist. We have our hickin' sibling rivalry, hickin' fight to the death going on. We have our underdog, underappreciated protagonist with a singular wood given by another booby. And that's it. Like, Lancelot Dreamwalker, arigato, arigato. Masked boobies, so mysterious. What secret they hide? What secrets do they hide indeed? And also Lancelot Dreamwalker, arigato, arigato. Boobies are really big and beautiful. So many varieties. Boobies are the best. Yes, they are. They are. Just with a little... What's the word again? Fratricide going on. And then what's wild is there... Okay, the lore of the masked booby goes deeper, by the way, guys. It gets deeper. Because we have the Nazca booby. And as you can see from the picture, it looks just like the masked booby. Okay, because it used to be considered the same as the masked booby. It used to be the same. Okay? But it split off. It split off. In the, what do you call it? 2000s. Okay, there was a species split. Because then they discovered that the Nazca is, what do you call it? Different. It's different. I don't know why it's called Nazca. Honestly, I thought it was NASCAR at first. And then it gave me a nice picture in my mind of it hiking, zooming around. I don't think that's why. But no, so the Nazca booby is smaller, shorter, and has a more orange bill. Okay? It also lives in a different... It nests more in cliffs than in low, flat areas. Okay, so it's... Oh, Nazca's a place! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Naruhodo, naruhodo. Yeah, so it had... This is the version of the masked now. So this is like an example of when, like, you know... You have two similar species, but then later on it can be decided that there's like a split in the species. So technically it also wears a mask, but it's not actually masked. It's not actually the masked booby. It's a separate booby. Not to get confused. Very easy to get confused, but you can see the difference in the bill color. Like, I hope it's nice and clear. This is very clearly yellow. This is very clearly orange. Okay. Guys, I keep seeing people like come in and being like, wait a second, I've been clickbaited. No, you haven't. You obviously clicked on this stream hoping for boobies, and you've got boobies, okay? You got exactly what you asked for. What do you mean? You wanted something else? Like, we're not tricked. Absolutely no tricks here. No. No. Yeah, look, I even brought booby pictures for you guys. It's kind of wild. Hi. Also, arigato. Eat, but I didn't bring enough for all of class. If you're eating snacks in class, you have to share. Okay, you have to share. Okay, now we have the Peruvian. Okay, the Peruvian one is pretty simple to understand. It's an endemic bird of the Peruvian current, okay? And this is the one which has actually been seen to hybridize with the blue-footed booby, which is an interesting development because the hybrids are favored in breeding, I think, because of the traits that they inherit become more appealing, question mark. So... But typically you want to like avoid that. It's kind of similar with like the Scottish wildcat. You don't want them they want to maintain the species, you know? But I will show you if you're wondering, what's the Peruvian current? Ta-dang! Oh my gosh, South America has appeared, guys. These are South American boobies. Yes, they are. So they're confined, the Peruvian booby is confined to the waters of the Humboldt Current off the coast of South America. They can be found off the shores of Peru and the south to middle part of Chile. Yeah, South America jump scare. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Not the South American jump scare. Yeah. Yeah. Look at those. Oh, don't get too excited with these curves, guys. Don't get too excited. Hi. Oh my gosh. And then we have this is the one. This is the one that I was kind of like not too certain about including. This booby, wasn't sure about making the booby cut because like technically not a booby per se. It is a booby, but again, it's one that branched off separate to other boobies but later on. Yeah. I'm trying to wonder what I was like, Twitch, why is looking woman again not permitted? Oh, you didn't expect me to know that much about boobies. I told you. You guys are here to get so many. You're gonna have so many random booby knowledges. Now you already know the fact that there's like it's a genus of birds, it's a genus of seabirds. You know about their nests. You know about the different kinds of boobies. You know about the kind of why they have the pigmented feet. You know about where they reside. You already have more booby knowledge than you probably realize. So, But yes, the Abbott's booby is the rarest of the, but it's a very rare booby. This is like the SSR booby, okay? It's rare. It's rare. Is it me or my glasses work their way up my heckin' face? Are they always up here? Well, how did my... Hold up. My glasses, they moved up my face. I was like looking at it. I was like, is that angle weird? Like, what happened to my face? Oh my gosh, I don't know how that happened. I was so confused. Oopsies. I don't know why my specs have taken jiggle booby physics to them. Sorry. Back to the boobies. So, yeah. The Abbott's booby is in its own genus. So you have the Sula genus, which is the one which is like, you know, for boobies. But this one branched off separately because it actually branched off earlier from gannets, much earlier than other boobies. It became its own booby before the other boobies even existed. Yeah. arigato for the sub at tier 1. Thank you. And also anime 1 for arigato. Foot knowledge, isn't that tomorrow's stream? No. Tomorrow's the Switch 2. Yeah. No. But yes, so the Abbott's booby only breeds on Christmas Island. It's actually an endangered species. So, boom. Another map. Oh my gosh, Southeast Asia, jump scare right here. We've got South Indonesia area. That is where you will find this booby. This is actually an Asian booby. So yeah, we have the South American booby, but this one is very, very different. Asian booby. Yeah. And they are struggling a little because endemic species generally do struggle because they're so restricted. But yeah, you'll find them on Christmas Island. And yeah, the SSR booby you can find all the way on the other side of the world. Yes, that's why it's very different. I don't know about the size. I think the size is kind of, I think the Abbott's booby is big. I do think it's big. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty certain. The smallest one is the red-footed. The red-footed booby is the smallest. But yeah, the endangered species in my 6th mass extinction event. I know, how dare they? Fun fact about mass extinctions events. Funnily enough, mass extinctions seem to always occur wherever humans appear and settle and that, and there's only one other thing, one other species that has a similar reputation of causing mass extinction, and that is cats. Okay, cats also cause mass extinctions when they heckin' appear. So yeah, humans and cats, which funnily enough go hand in hand. I can love having I love cats. I love cats. Maybe we just connect with cats because of a general mass extinction thing. I don't know. Too many birds have gone extinct because cats. Just because of cats. Because cats, just get rid of them. That's why we lost a lot of flightless birds, honestly. Like, yeah. Yeah. Class is distracted by shoulders. Oh, this is a modern day class. This is a modern day class. You will learn to not be distracted by shoulders. It's that simple. If boobies on the screen aren't enough to hold your attention, then, you know. Ah yes, fellow apex predator, what up? Honestly, the problem that happened, and it's actually kind of like an example, not like this, but like with an island like this, where you have these, with a lot of islands, we had a lot of endemic flightless birds, which were doing fine. They were thriving. It was great. And then what happened was a lot of, not pirates, but you know, sailors, that's the word. Sailors started to keep cats on their ships because they were really good at getting rid of rats. And then they would travel and explore and find these islands and then heckin' RIP to the birds on those islands. Yeah, that's basically what happened. It's because cats wouldn't normally get there by any other means. But yeah, then the humans were like, wait, cats are so good, here you go. And then they would just unalive them. But it's your country? Yo, we got quite a few countries on the screen. Honestly, we could talk a lot about so Malaysia, by the way, Borneo in particular. This is where I went to the rainforest and lived there for quite a couple of months. Literally full on feral, you know, living on the river water in the middle of nowhere, typically not accessible to the public. We're talking like really deep in the rainforest. Like, yeah, like I wouldn't be able to go back to that place. It's like you need like very special permits to be there, and I was collecting data. But yeah, I got to see a lot of Malaysia. I've never been Indonesia though, so I would love to see Indonesia one day. Yeah, especially since like what's really fascinating about this area in particular is this is where the Wallace Line is, which I think is, I can't remember where the Wallace Line is. The Wallace Line is very, it's like where there's like a clear divide. I think it's down, I want to say it's like here-ish. Like the Wallace Line is where you have like completely different species on other side, like on each side of the line. What about you heckin' sharing the same brain cell, yo? What about the Grommet Line? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But yeah, this area is extremely fascinating. I have a lot of like I did a lot of like, what do you call it, studying on the diversity and species within this area in general. Yeah, focusing a lot obviously on Borneo in particular, but really fascinating area for sure. I could go into like much more detail. Unfortunately, I didn't actually see many birds. I really wanted to see birds, but it's kind of really hard to see the birds in the rainforest because there's all these hecking trees in the way. And I didn't get to see any boobies on my trip. Really hecking sad, honestly. I didn't get to see any boobies. Hecking boobyless trip completely. So, cry. Because I guess, yeah, the boobies are down here. So I'm not gonna see the boobies, am I? If I'm over like here and the boobies are here, I'm too far from the boobies. So, yeah. Yeah, the boobyless trip indeed. Very boobyless. You could not. Yeah. Yeah. Sad, no boobies. No boobies. But, yeah. So, I should have done like a heckin' summary picture to show you all the boobies. Yeah, I hope this was a good introduction to boobies. Do you guys feel like you have learned? We're gonna go on to tits now. But let me see. Let me just put on a picture of some British tits for now. But I hope you guys feel do you guys feel educated? Like, do you feel like the knowledge was given to you like okay-ish and not a too the main thing is I wanted to tell you about boobies without it actually like being boring, because the problem is when people hear that I do like streams like this that are technically educational, the instinctive reaction for people is to be like, ugh, boring, you know, and to shut off their brain and be like, no, what the hecky, like, you know. And it's kind of me wanting to talk about something I find personally interesting. Boobies can never be boring. Yes, knew it. Like, yeah, so I find birds fascinating, which is funny because I became a bird in myself, but yeah, imagine trying to watch something educational in your free time. Yeah, hickin' documentaries in the bin. Oh, I do try and keep it to like reasonably not too in-depth. Like when I was researching the boobies, I was doing so much booby research. So I was researching these boobies really in depth, and I could have really gone further into sort of the genetics and evolutionary side, but I thought I kind of just want to keep it light. You know, I want it to be like a light novel version of learning in a way. You saw several tits yesterday. Yo, I'm showing you several tits now. Yeah. Oh, there's a science and technology category? I did not know. I'm still learning Twitch in a way. But hi. Yun radio arigato. Sorry, brain distracted by sexy senpai. No, you're distracted by all the tits on the screen. It's okay if you are. Like, yeah. That, yo, you see this one with the sick hairdo? I know, right? Genuinely, there's some really cool hairdos in I could do a tier list of like my favorite animal hairdos. For example, like I adore the Polish chicken. The Polish chicken and its hairdo is like 10 out of 10, you know? Or like a what's it called? Ah, what are they called? The what do you call the small monkey with like the mohawk? Oh, what are they called again? Cotton top tamarin, that's it. Cotton top tamarin, Polish chicken, this heckin' tit over here, like, yeah. There's so many heckin' awesome hairstyles in animals, it's actually wild. Are tits the same as sparrows? Okay, so tits, what are tits? Okay, so it's again a genus, okay? It's the genus Paris, and it's the Eurasian and African members of this family that are referred to as tits. And as previously mentioned, North American species are called chickadees, or, what was the other word? I want to say titmice or something? Yeah. And so, yeah, what makes a tit a tit? Tits are chickadees for those that are American. Yeah. Your mother asked what you were watching. Tell her you're watching educational tits. Yes. Chickadees. No! They actually, the name tits for birds actually comes from just Old English of just tit means small. So it just means small. It's literally because they're called tits because they're small. Okay? Like these typically they can range in length from about 10 to 20 centimeters, which is about like 3.9 to 8.7 inches. Okay? So wait, 8 inches? Wait, 22? Doesn't sound right. Like, wait. No. Basically, tits are small, okay? Tits are tiny. They're small. They're small and round little birds, okay? They're typically like... If you're drawing a tit, you're gonna typically draw them like circular shaped if you were to like make them comical. They are very good singers. They are very good singers. I think they're actually one of the things I love about tits is how they sound, okay? And one of the easiest ways to identify tits is through their bird call. So I used to be able to easily identify them. I'm a bit rough on identifying my tits now. But yeah, they have I can try and get the calls up actually so that you guys can hear like a blue tit and a cold tit and a great tit. They all have very distinctive calls. Yeah, what's interesting about bird calls though is, and what people don't realize is that some birds, such as I think like blackbirds and robins and stuff, they have like different calls. So they'll have like their own little language with their calls in terms of ones that'll say things like, and the one that we'll hear most is ground predator or ground, like danger from the ground, like a ground creature of danger is coming. Like that's the one we'll hear a lot because we are the danger. Okay, we are the danger. And so we'll hear that. But they also have separate calls for, say, like avian predators, you know, like sort of birds of prey, like an above kind of danger. They'll have like a call for that, and they'll have their mating call, and they'll have like one for food, and they'll have different kinds of calls. But yeah, we definitely have a bias towards the calls that are for us. But yeah, tits, very easy to recognize by sound. You can also recognize them visually, but it's a bit harder for some of them. You might have to look up close, but you can identify like key ones from how they look. But again, look, we have colors and calls per species. So the stubby part, the stubby tits, in regards to this, it's in regards to their beaks. Their beaks are very stubby. Yeah, nice glasses. Can you see a future with me in it? I can see a future full of boobies and tits. May they thrive. Yeah. So, these are some British tits. These are your common British tits. This is your blue tit, the common one that you typically think of. If you think of tits, you think of this one. I think, you know? Look how small they are. Look, you can see like the right next to the little blossom. Like you can just see how tiny they are, right? Like they're super cute. They're really, really, really adorable, and they do fit in your hand. I've caught tits before, so I've actually held tits in my hand, because when you ring them, you then have to like hold them in your hand and then like free them. Literally like a cupcake. They're really, really cute. But this one here, this one is the smallest one. This is the coal tit. This one I used to get really confused with this one over here. Well, these ones are kind of, well, they all look kind of, no, tits are hard. I'm not very good at identifying based on how they look. But this is the coal tit, I think. Wait a sec. Yeah, this is the coal tit. This one. I'm trying to remember. This is the coal tit. The smallest tit. Okay? This is the great tit. As you can see, it looks great. Absolutely great. Rustom, arigato. Funny how in every language birds have funny names. In Russian, hoopoe birds named Udod, which is like to call someone ugly when your nose is stuffy. Honestly, I feel like bird scientists have humor. Oh gosh. Yeah. So yeah, with the blue tit and the coal tit, these are the ones I can identify most with their calls. And then I struggle with the great tit. And then we have, this is the crested tit. Okay, the crested tit. Bird scientists have too much bloody time. You know, I think it's because they've not been restricted, because technically there are restrictions. So for example, in medicine and genetic science, they used to have humor, but they're not allowed to have humor anymore. So that's why you find there's like legacies from when they were allowed humor, like the Sonic the Hedgehog gene. But then they found that they couldn't continue like a fun naming convention and calling them funny things, because if there was a problem or defect with the gene that led to like a disease, the doctor would have to be like, yeah, sorry, your heckin' skibbity sigma Ohio gene is borked. You've got like 10 days to live. Like... So, yeah, they actually put a ban on naming things in a fun way because of stuff like yeah, sorry, you've got ligma. Like, honestly, like, if you're on the hecking tombstone, oh, Elias Stellaria died of ligma, her skibbity Ohio gene failed, ooh. Well, birds we can get away. Birds we can get away with funny names, but yeah, like it's because they're not restricted. Well, no fun allowed in the other sciences. No. Yeah, no. When I said Sonic the Hedgehog, that one is legit. That was from when they were allowed. So you'll find these like almost legacy gene names that were allowed back then. So yeah, they are. So you will find funny names in genetics still, but that's before they were allowed. Like, you know, that's before they were banned from funny names. So yeah, there's you'll still see them. Not to say that there aren't any. There are. There won't be any future ones. There's an insect named Darth Vader. Honestly, there's if you discover a species, you should get the right to name it. Like, and a lot of people like to name species either after themselves or something they like. Yeah. SpongeBob too, a type of sponges are... I kind of forget that sponges are living creatures, but I had to do a lot of hacking. We could do a lot of stuff on marine biology, because I actually had to do quite a lot of modules on marine biology. And as you can see, I had to do a lot of work on tits, basically. In England, tits are very popular. They're a very important part of British countryside. Yeah, like, you see these, as you can see, in the woodland. They're very cute. They, you know, we have a lot. We actually have a surprising amount of tits in England. So, yeah, we have the crested tit, which I haven't seen. I don't see this one very often. We also have the marsh tit, which is obviously found. Wait a second, wait. Cold tit, great tit. Wait, I forgot. This one's the long-tailed tit, right? Oh my gosh, my tit identification is failing me, guys. I'm pretty certain. No, or is this the marsh tit? Oh my god, I can't tell my tits apart. Oh no. Wait. Ah! Oh no, the tits, I'm confused. I'm confused by the tits, help. This is the marsh, you think? Yeah, I know there's definitely a marsh one on here. The marsh tit is definitely here. This one looks like the long-tailed tit. Like, Yuna, help! I've forgotten my tits. I've forgotten them. Like, it's not the long-tailed... Wait, how long is the... Let me get the... I need to find the long-tailed tit. We need to find the long-tailed... Long-tailed tit. Guys, oh my gosh, the long-tailed tit is adorable. Oh my god, wait, no, this is the long-tailed tit. Wait a second. You're right. Wait. This is the long-tailed tit. That's it. This is the long-tailed one. Wait, is it? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does look pretty long. Oh my god, bonus tits. Yo. How may I assist in this dire situation of you forgetting your tits? Did you bring any? We're mostly going over British tits right now. But the main thing is, okay, this class has been primarily focused on boobies because... wait, what did I write on the next slide? I wrote part 1. Like I said, this one is a two-parter. This is a two-parter. So this is the booby side of the class. And then we're gonna go further into and refresh my knowledge on tits for the next part. But I kind of overloaded my brain with boobies. So yeah, I was taking passing out. Guys, my search history... If my search history has to get brought up, okay, nobody judge it. It's a lot of boobies. I was looking up a lot of boobies last night. Okay, but don't judge it. Okay, it's important. Like, honestly, the word boobies, I'm saying it quite a lot this stream because I want you to truly associate the word booby with bird. Okay, like when you hear the word boobies, I want you to think blue-footed, red-footed, brown, masked, Nazca, Peruvian, and Abbott's, and that's the goal, okay? Like, I want you to think of the big, goose-sized boobies that are on your screen, okay? Like, and you better be looking at these boobies respectfully. Indeed. Like, I've got this. I can, yeah. You're gonna dip out? I'm on the living room TV? Heck yeah! Tits on the big screen. Boobs on the big screen. Heck yeah! But, yeah, I kind of overloaded my brain with booby knowledge that my... Honestly, what's interesting is I do know more... I should know more about tits than I should boobies. Because I've actually learned... My education is more in tits. Like, we kind of went over boobies a bit when I was at uni, but we didn't go in anywhere near as much detail as we did tits at school. So, yeah. Like... What I can do is, yeah, personal experience. I've actually held tits before. I've not held boobies. I've not even seen boobies IRL. I've seen, you know, you see tits on a daily because they're so common, especially the bluebirds. Like, you'll see blue tits all the time. You'll see coal tits all the time. If you put, like, a little bird feed, like, you just need to put a bird feeder, like out your window and you can attract tits super easily. Yeah, you'll attract other types of little birds, but are they soft and cuddly? They're very soft. Like, tits are very soft, like super soft, super small, really, really like fragile. Like, I remember holding it being like, you want to like hold it in your hand. Like, oh, I wish I could show you my hands. Like, there's a certain way to hold them. So you hold them so that their like head is poking out. They're not aggressive. They're not aggressive. Honestly, a lot of birds are very soft. I've touched a lot of birds. I would say the softest bird that I've touched is owls. Owls are the softest. Yeah. But yeah, 2 fingers under the cheeks cup. Yeah. You need to like hold them because I had to catch tits. For monitoring purposes, like you put like a ring, you put like a little ring on their little feet, and then you can let them go. I can give you some spoilers for next time. I'm gonna try and see if I can dig up photos, and if not, try and find ones online that can really show how to catch tits, because I had to catch a lot of tits. We actually had like a whole heckin' bird club dedicated to catching, well, not just tits, other birds as well, but But yeah, they are actually really cute. Actually, I can try and get some let me try and get some bird sounds for you. Would you guys like to hear some tits? Yes, you would. Yes, you heckin' would. Yes, you would. You want to hear the tits? It's time to hear tits. The sound of tits. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me add a audio capture for this so you guys can hear the tits. Wait, what the heck did I call this? Where are my tits? Okay. Are you ready? Are your ears ready? Let me turn this down. I don't know how loud it'll be, so I don't want to blast your ears. I don't want your ears to get blasted. Here you go. Wait, let me turn the background music. See, it's so cute. See, this is the blue tit, okay? So this is the sound of this one. It's super cute, right? So if you hear this sound, wait, the Japanese bathrooms play this sound? Wait, do they? Wait. I think they might. Wait, the one where you sit down on the toilet and then they have like either the sounds of the ocean. It sounds like a cute little laser beam. It kind of does. Yeah, the idea is it's like like yeah. But they do have like, so they have their like main song, which is the thing you want to listen out for, but they will, like I said earlier, they have like a language. Like, yeah. Next time you go toilet, try and identify the bird that it coming from the sound. So this one, yeah. Okay, this is the one that's really easy, I find, to identify. This one. Wait, not this part. I think, wait, is it that? Am I getting cold tit mixed up with great tit? Am I getting my tits confused? I am. I was thinking, I got a call in my head. I'm thinking of the great tit, not the, that was the cold tit. So this is the little one. It's nice and little. It's like, pee-pee, 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 pee-pee. Pee-pee, pee-pee. You know what's interesting? My dad and my nan, when they went to school, they actually, my glasses are working their way back up. They actually had to learn how to do these calls. Like, my dad can actually whistle these. Like, go away, helicopter, you're not a tit. This is your squeaky charged rifle. Pee-pee, pee-pee. Wait for it. I can turn it up, actually, so you guys can hear it. Pee-pee, 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 pee-pee. I wonder if I can get... This is the great tit. Wait, is this the one I'm thinking of? This one! Yeah, so the great tit... I always used to get confused with, like, a chiff chaff, because it's kind of like... the chiff chaff is like... Doo, 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 doo. Well, the great tit also has, like, an up-down kind of similar sound. So that's why the great tit one stays in my mind. See? Doo, 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 doo. Like, really easy to identify. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you hear that, that's a great tit. You can be like, oh, there's a great tit nearby. Like... Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but it sounds very similar, yeah, to the... Wait, is a chiff chaff a chaffinch? Wait. What? Chiff chaff versus chaffinch? No, they're all similar. Heckin' tits and chaffinches and chiff chaffs, they're heckin' difficult. Ooh. Difficult, difficult, difficult. Why? Does it make it all this time? Or when it's reversed? I thought you had a serious question then. Hold up. Is it a great tit or a great tit? Great as in Great, as in absolutely fantastic. Honestly, we like to use... They seem to use the word great a lot in species. That, and then they also like to use... What's it? They'll have like a lesser version of a lot of species, which I feel like is such an insult. They'll be like, this is the lesser, and this is the greater. And I'm like, who decided that? Who decided? This is heckin' subjective. So yeah, I can give you some... What is it? We have blue tit, cold tit. This is the long-tailed tit. It's not very songful. Probably because it's thinking about its tail. But I personally not seen any long-tailed tits. This is like a tit that I've not seen. You may go to the bathroom as long as you continue to think of boobies and tits. Basically. Yes, this one's more like a weird... It just sounds like a bird trying to do dubstep. Oh, gosh. Oh, wait. The great tit? The great tit is the biggest tit in the UK. I think that might be why it's called the great tit, because it's the largest. And honestly, these little punks are honestly so hecking annoying on the bird feeder. Like, if you have a bird feeder, they'll heckin' aggressively be like, nah, this is for me. Like, I remember the little blue tits always getting scared away by the larger tits. So, yeah. But I prefer having blue tits on my feeder. Like, if I have, like, a bird feeder, because the blue tits are more, like, acrobatic, while the gray tits are just kind of, like, zooming in and just kind of go straight in. I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah. I actually had, like... You can get really cool ones, like, bird feeder-wise. You can get, like, ones that attach... How do I describe it? Like, little see-through ones that you can attach to your window, so, like, when they land in it, you can, like, see inside it. So, like, yeah. Honestly, it wouldn't be too bad to get a see-through bird feeder. It works really well in England, because they do appear. The thing is, if you're wondering, when's the best time to see tits? Which I'm sure you're all wondering, because that is a very important question. I'm not really sure exactly, but they do come back around, I want to say May? You won't see the tits in winter. Definitely won't see them in winter. Yeah. You won't see them in winter. But you kind of know when spring has started when the tits come back. Basically, that's what I was always taught. Like, when you see tits, it's springtime. That kind of. But that's in England, of course. So, yeah. Like peeping on tits, don't you? Like, yeah, the tits migrate. They migrate. They leave for the winter. Yeah. So, we do get them in England, but it's definitely associated with, like, the sound of spring, you know, because that's when they'll come. But each year, it does kind of get, like, the timing of it. There's a whole issue in regards to, like, the timings being messed up for the whole season of spring in England, and when things, like, basically everything kind of needs to be in line for the whole, like, food chain, but it's not. It gets borked, especially with, like, if flowers season a bit later and stuff, but then the birds come. So sometimes what happens is the birds will come back on time and be like, where the heck are the flowers? Where's all your flowers, mate? Like, the tits need flowers or food. What? So, yeah. And then there's we had to do, like, a whole thing about, like, the overall, what you call it? movement. Tier list? Do you guys want a booby tit tier list? Cause like I'm down to do a tier list. Like if you guys want in the future. But I also don't want to bamboozle people too much. Are any of these tits OP? Of the British tits, the great tit is the OP one. It's the biggest and most aggressive. A tit list, one may say. Oh, like, yeah. Honestly, okay, guys, question. You guys have seen all my boobies. Which is your favorite? Wait, I should do a. Let me do a screen where I can show all my boobies on one sec. Let me gather all my boobies in one place so you guys can like see it. One sec. Let me just do a quick. Let me just do a quick edit. Yeah. Oops. One sec. Let me just very speedily create this. You think the greater and lesser was just based on heckin' old-fashioned tier list would be heckin' crazy. Let me see. Is it here? No, wait. Oh my gosh, I've heckin' borked my... Wait, how many boobies did we go over? We went over... Oh yeah, there's 3. We went over 7. Your favorite one's the SSR Christmas Island one? Wait, what the heck am I doing? Why am I taking a screenshot? I'm trying to pick and copy paste this over. Okay. One sec. Okay, so I put this here. One sec. Sorry, I took the boobies away. I will bring the boobies back. 1 second. Oh my god! Look at all these boobies. Okay. Oh, it's kind of cut off at the bottom. Oh dear. There we go. There we go, guys. You happy now? It's back. So, yeah. Do you have a favorite of these boobies? Because, honestly, it'd be kind of hard to tier list these. We have blue-footed, red-footed, brown, masked, Nazca, Peruvian, and Abbott. And technically there is another one. I forgot which one it was. There's another... I think it's... Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Would you say the blue-footed one overrated because like it's the most known, or does it live up to its expectations? Like, honestly, I don't know. But Animal 1p1p arigato. Loving the class teach. Gonna continue on Lurker. Hi, Lurker love. And also King of the Squibs, arigato. Happy 9 months. Thank you. Ellie is a type of booby. I am not. I'm a goose. Which I can understand the confusion because these boobies are goose-sized. So perhaps one might try and mix them up with a goose because they are very similar in size. But no, I'm not a booby or a tit. No. And yeah. Yeah. Lulu, arigato. Happy 25 months. Thank you. Monthly free super. All glory to boobies. No, not free. But glory to these. Yeah. Okay, 1 sec. I need to... Wait, I haven't used this for a while. Sorry. Sorry if that came through. Okay, so this is the end of part 1 for our class today. I hope you guys feel happily filled with booby knowledge and yes, a bit of tits, but not enough. So if you haven't had enough boobies and tits for your own fill, we will have part 2 class on tits next time, including other birds. So, wait. As you can see, I included some pictures of some other birds. We have albatross, cassowary, sentry, robins. Like, I want to do a bit more on the other birds as well. So, it'll mostly, this lesson was mostly focused on boobies. Next lesson is on tits and how to catch them and yeah, and other birds. So, I hope you enjoyed today's class. I hope it was all right. Again, I'm very nervous about doing these kind of like class-orientated streams. So if you do like it, do let me know, because then I'll know it's good and that I should do more of these. Yeah, I have to... Sensei has to go get a Switch 2 and pray that it's arrived today, because otherwise, I don't know what tomorrow's stream is supposed to be. Tomorrow's stream, if I don't get my Switch 2 today, tomorrow's stream will be like, I'll just change the thumbnail to here's where I put my Switch 2 if I had one. You know, like the old, like, Very Old Parents hacking meme of the father with the trophy cabinet. That's what you'll witness, okay? It'll just be like, this is where it would be. Like, yeah, and then we can just look at other stuff. I don't heckin' know. A good old classic. Yurario torigato. Loving the teach class. I want to marry her. You're not allowed to marry the teacher. That is illegal. Hi, I think. Right? Question mark? Yeah. And also anime 1v1 torigato. Gorgeous teacher. Interesting class. And freebies. Oh, I wish I had... The only freebies I can offer you is the freebie knowledge that you're getting. Honestly, we can... Like, if we continue doing these kind of series, we can go much further into depth. The problem is how deep we want to go. Like, whether we actually go through scientific journal studies and stuff. Because, like, for me, I have such a big annoyance in regards to academia and the restriction of knowledge of how it's like hecking paid, donor-walled so hard, you know? Like, it's hecking insane. Like, there's a community in the science and technology category. I didn't know there was one. I tried looking for an education category. So yeah, apologies for putting this in just chatting. Honestly, I don't know how. I'll have to explore the science and technology category on Twitch to see how in-depth or how, like, the bar for it to count for that category, because I feel like my discussion on boobies and tits is very light. You know, it's not a very deep talk. In terms of education-wise, it's also very light. It's very, you know, very almost light novel-like. You know, we're not truly going into proper science per se. I would barely classify. For me, a lot of the stuff I discussed today would be like, so I had this issue for the longest time where obviously I don't talk to a lot of people, so I realized a lot of what I thought was like common knowledge was just like, my line for what is casual science and what's common knowledge is very not there. I don't know what's like, you know. Yeah, this is more of awareness, booby awareness. This is booby and tit awareness of the topic. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Learn about the spicy stuff about ducks. Yo, ducks are heckin' wild. We had to do... So in England, we also have a very big thing of wetland birds, because obviously England is very wet and very rainy. So we have, yeah, a heavy focus on wetland conservation, and we can do discussions of that. Oh, for those that missed our last class was a class on grass. So we were looking at ecological surveying in British meadows and focusing on how to identify different grasses, and yeah, so we try and keep it sort of the science varied. We can learn about geese for sure. I actually don't know much about geese. All I know is geese are aggressive. Like, why do my tags have British and Asian? Because I'm British and Asian. That might be why. Yeah. That is, yeah. Cause I'm half. I don't know if there's a... Should I just change it to a heckin' Asian tag? Like... Oh. Now yeah, we can... I had to do... At uni, we did go over some wetland birds and have to go over like some like geese identification. There are some very interesting, cool looking birds. If you're wondering about like... We had to focus a lot on ducks. I can show you my favorite duck. I can show you my favorite. I like this duck. This duck doesn't look real. But I think it's a really cool duck. In fact, let me just show you some of my favorite birds. So, we have... Wait. Where's OBS? OBS is over here. I'm heckin' dragging it in the wrong area. Wait. Oh my god! Heckin'... This is a mandarin duck. Which I think is really cool. This is a bird I really like. And then we have the one I mentioned earlier, my favorite chicken, which is the Polish chicken. Which I need to get a cool picture of. Yeah. I forgot you could be British and Asian at the same time as 3 AM. I'm stupid. It's okay. I'm stupid too. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I know I wasn't asked in any... It's not a bad question. Yeah. Oh gosh. This is a Polish chicken. I think these are really cool. They actually come in different colors. They come in white as well. Look at this bird. So I think these are really cool. I also really love what is it? What's it called? It's got like the little red tufted thing on its top. And it's like long-legged, walking kind of bird. It's like a kind of looks like a sentry bird, but it isn't. What's it called? Red. It's just a red crane. It's just a red-crowned crane. That's it. Okay. Red-crowned crane. I love these. I looked after these, and honestly, you know how I was talking about like soft birds? The little red on top of them, that little red crown is so soft. It's actually so soft. Like, They're actually really wonderful. Yeah. Also, Nuke Assassin 4, howdy. Arigato. Wait, how many was it? Was it times 2? Was it 20 gifted members? Thank you. This looks like a duck. That's a long, leg duck. I do have a kind of... No, it is. I have a sad story about this kind of bird, though. Where... I don't know if it's too sad to say, like... After this happened, though, I tried really, really hard. Well, actually, it didn't happen while I was there. Okay? Like, it didn't happen while I was there. So... Yeah. Yeah. It... Basically, apparently... Before I looked after a red-crowned crane, there was a different red-crowned crane that was there before. Before I looked after it. But apparently it just unalived itself. Like it just gave up. So then when I came in and I had to look after this new red-crowned crane, I was super trying my best to make sure it was happy and looking after it. How it drowned itself, which apparently it can do. Yeah, birds are actually speaking of dead birds, did you know, is it swans that can die of a broken heart? like, yeah, I think it's swans. Yeah, and no, it's honestly, it is, like, when it comes to, like, animals in captivity, like, in a perfect world, in a world that ideally you wouldn't want any animals in captivity. Like, I understand the complete principle of not wanting any animals in captivity. Like, that is understandable, like, so much. And when I say I work at a zoo, I hope I don't, like, worry anyone being like, oh my god, she's a horrible person, she worked in a zoo. But there are zoos that focus on conservation and maintaining species, and unfortunately for a lot of species, if they weren't any in captivity, they'd all be hecking dead and extinct because people would be unaliving them. Like, so in a perfect world, it would be nice if zoos didn't exist, but unfortunately there is some importance to them. But the one I worked at was very much focused on research and conservation, and you can find which ones are. They're all part of a there's like levels to it. So you have WAZA, which is the World Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and then you have like IAZA, which is the European, and then you have BIAZA, which is the British one. And then these are like associations where they have to pass certain checks to be allowed to be part of it. And they have like certain requirements for animal enclosures to make sure that the animal isn't stressed. They put a lot of research into animal quality of life and ensuring that they have enough enrichment. There's a lot that goes into like the genetic analysis of getting correct breeding pairs. So like we could go into sort of genetics and the population bottleneck that can occur with the reduction of species that we need to avoid. And thus you want to like analyze the genetics of individuals to pair them up to make sure that you can like have like a diverse genetic pool that won't result in inbreeding and sort of help the population regrow. That's what makes it really hard to regrow a population. So in zoos, fun fact, you'll have them like working together with other zoos, and you'll have like some places that are literally just like bachelor groups. Bachelor groups are very common. It's where they'll keep like a bunch of just the males. And then you'll have like your breeding pairs. And then if, say, you were an animal with good genes, and I know this happened with a jaguar, where the genes were really good, okay, that needed preserving from this one jaguar. This male jaguar then had to go on a basically breeding tour. And basically that jaguar's life was just going from zoo to zoo to zoo to breed to breed to breed, and then retired eventually. Like, yeah, it's very interesting. But what a player. It was his job. He was a paid animal hoe. But yeah, so there's a lot. And then like when I was at uni, we had to go into details about like, they showed us like the details of analyzing like the genetics to try and like get things right. But it's all very complicated. Yeah, so when a species goes down to like only 2 left or something, the chances of it recovering is so minimal, but we try. Of the birds, of the boobies that I showed you today, most of them are fine conservation-wise. It's the Abbott's, the SSR endemic on Christmas Island Asian booby, that is the one that is endangered. But you don't have to worry about your other boobies. I'm pretty certain the blue-footed booby is least concern. Wait, let me check their rating. Technically, there's like a hecking IRL Pokedex, I guess. You can look up if you're curious about animals. There's like different ones. I think they have it slightly separate. They have like bird specific ones. Yeah, so like we have blue-footed boobies are least concern. So it's actually I think I've shown this before. I personally like to use the IUCN red list assessment, but again, it does have its own faults, not to say that it's perfect. Particularly with the year of the last assessment of the blue-footed booby being 2021. But they have basically a ranking. Almost like it looks like the rarity ratings you get in like games. Obviously this is not a game, but I'd like it when things are organized to look like video game. So let me show you how it can look. See? We have this for the boobies, least concern. We are least concerned to do with the blue-footed boobies. Yeah. So we have like the categories. We have extinct in the wild. What's CR? Wait, we have. Oh, I need to remember. Oh my gosh, I'm so hecking rusty. Oh my gosh. Wait, least concern. We have vulnerable. There's VU is vulnerable. EN is endangered. CR is like critically endangered. What's NT? NT, you guys have worked up my NT, okay? Because like NT just makes me think of nice try when you guys watch me fail at a game and then you all spam like NT. And then I just think nut. Because I just thought you guys were saying nut to me whenever I used to lose, and I never looked it up. I was just like, dang. Why chat saying... Oh no, I thought maybe it meant like next time or something, but yeah. NT, near threatened. Okay. Near threatened. Okay. Yeah, near threatened. So we have least concerned, near threatened, vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, extinct in the wild, extinct. And then DD at the bottom, underneath least concerned, is data deficient, which is also right. But yeah, you can like look them up and it's almost like it's basically it's so bad how I think like, wow, it's like Pokemon IRL, and I'm like, I should be thinking about this the other way around. Like, you know, I should be thinking, wow, Pokemon are like animals IRL in game. But yeah, and it has like a little map to show you like where you can find them and all the information. Like, yeah. Ooh. So for example, I can show you the distribution of the blue-footed booby. Which is this. It looks like this. This is the blue-footed boob. This is where you'll find the blue-footed boobies. Cha-chang! See? You find them here. Gosh, my screen's getting kind of messy. Yeah. Wait, there's hecking ads cutting me off. Heck no. So yeah, this is where you find the blue-footed booby. I think. Wait. Yeah, this is the blue-footed. Yeah. Nikki, arigato. Hi. Your jaguar story reminds me of a polar bear where I worked. Poor lad was in the same boat. He was part of a breeding program and we were preparing his transport cane for Canada. Oh no, that poor polar bear. No. I hope it didn't mind the traveling. I hope it didn't. It was okay. Yeah. Oh gosh. It's kind of wild to think like how much goes into like breeding at zoos. Like it's a whole operation. Like for example, for rhinos. So I looked after rhinos and oh my god, this was so difficult to deal with. So we had these rhinos and there's basically like this company, or I don't know how to refer to it as, that does like artificial insemination of rhinos, and they charge an insane amount of money for it. And even with the insane amount of money, they the chances of it working are still slim despite paying all that money. And the problem was, where I worked, one of the keepers didn't agree with it, okay, and was like, I don't think we should do this. I don't agree with it. It's artificial. It's not good. It's not natural. I think it should be done. Is there a way to do the artificial insemination the natural way? And it was like, no, there hecking isn't, okay? There just isn't. What do you want, keeper? What do you hecking want? It's not like, excuse me? No. Like, I don't even, like, straight up, this keeper was hecking wild though. She just did not understand. Like, she was like, I don't want to feed this animal other animals. And I'm like, it's a carnivorous animal. It needs to eat. What do you want? I am not Kami-sama. I can't change the way of the world. Oh my gosh. People be crazy. Like, yeah. Paved Dreamer, arigatou for the 100 biddies. Thank you. I use observation.org website to check how threatened they are and where birds are spotted. And you can upload your photos and sound bites too, and it's used only for research purposes. It's got a fun catch-all. Honestly, it's so good. They're trying to like encourage, yo, if people looked for stuff the same way that I used to look for things for Pokemon, look for Pokemon Go. That would be like hecking wild. The chicks are cute. Why do the owls have to eat them? You want to know a fun fact about preparing chicks for owls? So when you have a chick and you have to prepare it for food, they actually keep the yolk inside of them. So you have to like gut them in a really gruesome way to remove the yolk from inside the chick. Otherwise, the cholesterol's way too high for the owl, and it's not good. But typically when I've done that, it's like very messy. So then I end up just like kicking. Whenever I used to prepare for it, oh my gosh, I used to just have exploded chick everywhere. I'm so sorry. That's really gruesome. I'm so sorry. That's really. I'm desensitized to it because I had to do that basically like every day. Yeah, but in England, there's a rule. You can't have live chicks. You have to like buy them frozen. Yeah, you have to buy them frozen, but I'm kind of glad because I don't know how I could handle. Apparently like a lot of places will keep like their own little chick farm, and then part of like a lot of their zookeepers will have to like walk in and be like, okay, who's gonna be food today? And then like have to pick amongst the chicks. Like, I don't think I could do that. I would struggle so much. Like, just give the rhinos vegetables, they'll eat them and probably live 3 days more if they didn't. Oh my gosh, no, the rhinos eat, like, what is it? I had to give them like hay and stuff, but the worry with rhinos, okay, is that, and this has happened before, is you have to really monitor the rhinos when they eat, because sometimes they just like choke. And the thing is, you can't really do anything about it though. You just have to pray they don't hecking choke on their food. Yeah, I used to just watch them. I think it happened once where they hecking freaked out and I was like, what do I do? Please. They're really cute though. Rhino? Let me show you. Have you seen a rhino's tongue is actually very similar sized to a human tongue. So like, they're like little. They got the little tongue. Like, genuinely, they just, I don't know how to describe it. It's adorable. They have tiny little tongues. Here's a baby rhino tongue. Like, it's kind of cute. Also, fun fact about rhinos is they have the same they have the like gene that means that they like scritches. So like cats and dogs have this where they like being petted. Cows have this. rhinos also have this. The problem was rhinos are very dangerous, obviously. So when I looked after rhinos, they'd always ask for like scritches, and I'd be like, I want to give the scritches, but these are like high risk scritches. It's a weird looking dog. Like, technically I would give them the scritches, but I also had to be very careful because like, one of them was okay, but the other one was just really sassy. Like, she was like, sometimes she'd wake up and just be, was it a massive bee, like a heckin' punk, yo. Like, she'd just be heckin' sassy and mean and heckin' pick on the other one. And I'd be like, girl, why are you so mean? Why'd you wake up and decide to be angry today? Like, heckin' oof. But yeah, no, looking after the rhinos was quite nice. I say this because like, I had to spend a lot of time with the rhinos, but the reason I had to spend a lot of time with the rhinos is because they didn't want to wake up in the morning, which is very understandable. I'd be like, good morning, you gotta get up, I need to clean your room. And they'd literally be like, I'd be like, please get up. Because you can't move a rhino. You can't obviously like just drag it out of bed. So I'd be there with like a bucket of food trying to be like, come over here. And they'd be like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. And they'd just be hicking ages. Just like, I think the longest I spent was 2 hours with these stupid punks. Like, just not moving. Yeah. But yeah, okay, I've rambled on. We're going into like a kabillion different ramble topics here. We've really diverted from boobies, which would very much disappoint anybody that came to this stream looking for boobies. So we're going to finish up here, and we will return next week with part 2 for Tits and more details about Tits. Yeah. Do I have pictures of my time working with animals? I do, but I feel like they'd be very doxing. And it would dox exactly which zoo, and it would dox like me, and and yeah, it would just be a heckin' risky. But yeah, I would show if I could, but probably best not. I would have to blur out, obviously, my face, the animal face, most of the picture, basically. You know, people are like, heckin' geoguesser, heckin' punks. I wouldn't want to dox the rhino. No, genuinely, that would be a worry. I would be like, yo, what if I dox the rhino and then you know exactly where I am? Because you can identify... Okay, I know I struggle with human faces, but you can identify, like, animals the same way, like, with their facial features and stuff, with being like, oh... this is this one, this is that one. Like, it was very easy with the giraffes. The giraffes were very, very, very easy to identify between the zebras as well. Very simple. Even, yeah, the gibbons. The gibbons I struggled with because obviously, like, yeah. But, So, yeah, I wish I could share pictures, but I cannot. But I can describe them. I think I have a lot of pictures of a ring-tailed lemur I looked after, because the ring-tailed lemur was basically, okay, this happens a lot where like one will get like I think I've told this story before. Okay, so you have your male and your female lemur, and they're a breeding pair, and they breed and they have all their little baby heckin' children, and then you have the female heckin' lemur who's supposed to continue being with its male pair. The problem is this female was like, I'm done with my husband of a lemur. I would like to mate with my children now, which is not good. And obviously the children were like, no, mother, please don't. So then the male lemur was getting shunned because the female one basically ran the place. So then I had to feed the male one that was rejected separately because it wouldn't get any food. And then the female one, you had to basically go in with like full protective gear because she was extremely frustrated because nobody that she wanted to, she couldn't mate because she didn't want to mate with him and her children didn't want to mate with her. So she was just very angry. And yeah, an absolute family disaster, I must say. Absolute disaster. But the male lemur I looked after, super sweet. Lemurs in general, very soft. Like, they'll like sit on my little shoulder and I'll just like feed it and it's very cute. But yeah, no, they're heckin', the drama, wild. The drama is crazy when it comes to animals. But yeah, sorry, another distraction. Let's take the glasses off. Let's bring back the ponytail. Let's do our good old classic zoom in. Yeah! I hope you enjoyed this. Yes. Yes. The name of the stream is disappointing. Don't teach kids about our tits. What? I think kids don't know enough about tits. Or boobies. What do you mean? Like, I think there needs to be more bird education out there. Like, for sure. Like, there absolutely has to be. It's important. Because, honestly, I wish I learned about tits more when I was younger. Like, I only started learning about them much later in my education. But, you know well, full well what the title makes people click on. And you know what? I hope that they've learned their lesson. For anyone that clicked on this stream, with a not so say so mind, I hope your mind is cleansed with beautiful birds, okay? Hi. And I hope you feel, you know, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed your stay despite getting slightly baited. Like, there was no lie. It's not false advertising because I did provide boobies and tits. So, yeah, Tactical Hamster Dance. Arigato. Happy 20 months. Thank you. Thanks for this stream, Ellie. I'm looking forward to following streams of Say So, and if you wish less Say So facts about tits and other birds. We'll have to do one on mating, I think. I'm so down to do one on mating. Like, Yeah. Oh, you didn't get to see the boobies? Oh my gosh, wait, I can show you the boobies. I can show you the boobies for those that missed the boobies. Let me move out the way slightly. Here you go. Here's the boobies. The boobies for anyone that missed the boobies. Here they are. The boobies are right here. Right on the screen. We'll finish up with some boobies. It's perfect. What did you walk into? 7 different boobies. Indeed. So, I hope that helps. Yeah! They're beautiful, right? They're absolutely beautiful. What's my favorite boobie? Honestly? I kind of like the red-footed one because they're like small and they nest in trees and it's quite cute. Yeah. But I'm still fascinated by the brown one. Honestly, like the brown boobie, the fact that like it said that you would get these like I need to find a popular brown boobie that has like a good nest, because like the one I found was just so sad, and I want to see what these like really decorated ones look like, because I feel like it could look really good. But I couldn't find a photo of a popular one. How sad we talking? Wait, we'll do a quick look. One sec. Like it, where is it? Wait. Oh, there it is. No, wait, no, that's not it. Wait, I got it mixed up. It's the masked. I was thinking of the masked. I'm a fake booby knower. I'm a fake booby knower. I got them mixed up again. Oh. The masked one. The masked one. I'm thinking of the masked one. Yeah, no. The masked one. I need to find a good one for the masked booby. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, ちょっと待って. Where did I moved it over here because of it. I'm a fake booby connoisseur. I know. I need to study boobies better. My sincerest apologies. My sincerest apologies. Arigato. I like birds. They are cute and fluffy, and like a certain VTuber Oshi, sometimes rather saucy. Dare? It couldn't be me. I'm never saucy. Could not be. It's not me. It's not me. No. No. Do we have any homework? I guess like what would be good homework would be figuring out how we would tier list. How would we tier list like boobies and tits? Like how do we put them in a tier list? I don't know how to rate them. Like in what's the criteria for the tier list? Like, you know? Hi. Arigato. Sorry, I'm addicted to spoiling my queen. I'm not a queen though. Oh gosh. We could do stats, I guess, like Heikin Pokemon style. But it's really hard to get that data though. I guess we could base it on like size, nest, rarity, and like balance it based on that. Heikin aesthetic, etc. Yeah. I don't know. But for now, it is not a bye-bye, because bye-byes suck. Okay? But completely understandable if you don't want to come back. But if you would like to, it would be really, really cool. And I would really appreciate it if it was a see you later instead. If you I feel like one of those like what was it, the professors at uni that were really desperate for people to turn up to their class. Be like, please pick my module. Please pick this professor's class. Ooh. Because I know that was a whole thing at universities, whether like trying to get like a good amount of students to sign up for their classes. Yeah. The full arigato. I'm head to half looking, but love you, Ellie. Also a question. My previous super was sent. Sorry, bad internet. I loved your class. Oh, thank you. Let me double check. There was one. Wait a second. I missed some. Was I too locked into the tits? I think I was too locked into the tits. Oh gosh. The full arigato. By that logic, can I marry the teacher so I don't die of a broken heart? Was that related to the swans? Oh no, can't marry. No one's allowed to marry the teacher. That's just the general rule, right? Right? Like that's illegal. Also, Sanjan, arigato for the sub in Prime at 9 months. Thank you. Thank you for putting up with me. I'm messy and I miss things. Hi. Nikki, arigato. I concur. I see one gorgeous, beautiful, majestic bird who's totally safe, so less than 3. Yeah. Wait, where's my wings? Boom! Oh my god, wait, you can see how fluffy, you can see they're kind of fluffy. Me there. You see, my wings have a little fluff to them. It's actually kind of cute. You never get to see my wings up close, but yeah, fluffy wings. But yes, I am back same time tomorrow, okay? If you fancy joining me, it's not a class. It's me maybe having a Switch too. We'll see how today goes. Yeah. Ooh, fingers crossed. And if not, it'll just be a Zatsudan about how I don't have a Switch too. Oh, no, we'll figure out something. It'll be fine. But yes, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are, because time zones are my enemy. And I hope that you can put your newfound booby and tit knowledge to good use. Hi. Okay, thank you for coming to class today. Thank you. And take care of yourself, okay? You have to take care of yourself because you have to make it to the next class, okay? If you're looking for reasons why you should look after yourself, that's why. And that's a dumb reason why, but it's a reason. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you had fun. I hope I made at least one person smile with this stream, okay? Hopefully. Then I did good. Yeah. Okay. I leave you now with a boop and a honk and a wah. Wah. Wah.